the Buffalo Bills similarly had a young quarterback in Josh Allen. We saw that growth. We saw that team growth. And now we're going to have a chance to see it go even further as they, on Sunday afternoon, are going to welcome in a Skylar Thompson-led Miami Dolphins team. They are 2-touchdown underdogs, 13.5 points. Total 43.5. Micah Hyde was designated to return from IR. They don't expect that he'll be ready for this game, but that's huge too because you don't have to rush him back now. This is as close to a bye week as we will see in the NFL in the playoffs this year, and it's because of how unfortunate the Miami Dolphins have been hit at the quarterback position with injuries. I have it down here. I'm going to be quick because I really don't think there's a lot to dissect here. I would take the Bills minus 376 points. They're going to literally take the souls from the Miami Dolphins this weekend. And if there was a real choice or a real thought that Mike McDaniel could be fired after a loss last week, what really changes if the Bills host them and win this game like 45-10, or like they win by like 4 scores? How is that any better than losing last week? So I'm not saying he should. You guys know that we all here love Mike McDaniel and think that he's a very good coach. But if you were willing to fire him after last week, I don't know what's changed.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's a great thing to bring up. Before I dig in, you know what's ironic? Mike McDaniel's former San Francisco 49er, him and his former team are both rolling out third-string quarterbacks. That is really weird. I don't know why I never thought about that till now.
And which one's doing better?
Yeah,
Daddy Shanahan, baby.
Daddy Shanahan. Well, let's see. Let's see if we can get a lead to choke away here in the playoffs. But no, I completely agree with you. I don't know what changes from this week to or last week from this week. Like, is there expectation that you guys are going to go in there and just blow the doors off Buffalo with Skylar, or it's expected to be 30 degrees? We want this weather game here, right? Now you're going to come up, bring Skylar Thompson. They have no chance of getting anything done here. It's like I said, Tre'Davious White being back is going to be huge. Getting some interior DL healthy, and Josh Allen's just looking back. They're just playing with so much emotion too. I just feel bad. This is going to be that episode of South Park. I'm pretty sure we talked about it when Stan's little league hockey team goes and plays the Detroit Red Wings and gets their shit pushed in because it's 8-year-olds against pro athletes. This is going to be worse than watching the Georgia TCU first couple drives. That's how bad it's going to look.
Buffalo money, Miami plus 13.5. Tua not playing makes it the easiest game of the weekend.
You're drinking the Kool-Aid, aren't you?
No, I'm not, because I don't believe in Skylar, but here's what I believe. Playoffs, division rival. I'm going to do the same thing when we get to Baltimore, Cincinnati. It is not going to hit the spread. It's picture a normal division rival game. I don't care which quarterbacks is playing. It's going to be semi-close between good teams. 2 touchdowns all season long. I've stayed away from that spread. It is almost always not hit. Plus 13.5. That's a lot of points to cover. I don't care how good Buffalo is. It's a lot of points to cover in the playoffs against a division rival.
It's not like Buffalo did that last year against the Patriots or anything.
I get it. But there's something about it. I'm confident Buffalo wins. I'm confident it doesn't feel close, but 2 touchdowns, a lot of points to cover. I'm taking Miami plus 13.5, Buffalo money line, with fully knowing Miami stands no chance to win this game. I just don't think that they lose by 2 touchdowns or more.
Well, let me ask you this: are you not afraid of the Damar Hamlin effect? If we don't know, we have no idea.
That dude's in the press box on Sunday.
That's what I'm wondering. Could he be there? Like, if he's healthy enough to be home, maybe because it was a heart problem, maybe they don't want him to go in super high stress situations right now. That's possible. But if he's healthy enough to be there and he is there, it just scares me to think that that's going to be a team that is going to be playing way above their heads.
So last week, Damar Hamlin effect. How much did Buffalo destroy New England by?
I have a spin zone.
12 points.
Spin zone is last week they were so emotional still that it's kind of hard to be 100% in a football game. Now DeMar Hamlin is at home. They can completely focus on doing their job and have that added bonus of knowing that he possibly, whether it's in the press box or whether he's 45 minutes down the road in his house, that just worries me a little bit.
Look, if you're going to talk about him having an effect, the emotional effect is where it comes into play. So it's at its strongest last week, and they only beat the Patriots, a division rival, in a non-playoff game.
Well, let me
by
ask you
12
this.
points.
If you get, all right, you have
They covered, for the record.
4 beers at a bar. You feel really confident. You might even be a little bit smoother than you usually are when you're talking about that hot girl at the bar. Go up and try to have the same conversation after 10 beers. You're like, how you doing? There's a different, like, it's almost now it's a balance. You're still super emotional, but it's more controlled emotion is where I'm worried.
Look, I get your point. I'm just saying 14 points is a lot of fucking points to cover in a playoff game against a division rival.